So I wanted to share a couple of tips for you on how to really get started with your business. And you signed up, now what do you do? So when I first signed up as a coach, I immediately announced on Facebook, I'm so excited. I just became, or I'm starting my journey with Beachbody, and really going to dial into P90X3, and I need accountability. So I'm going to start sharing my journey, meal prep and recipes and, fitness motivation, and just basically share my journey with you guys as I go. But I'm looking for 10 women to join me. So comment or like if you're interested. And that's what I did. And I had about 10 people, say that they were interested. And I got on the phone with them and I started sharing what the program was like and talk about Shakeology and how you replace one meal a day with it, and it's loaded with superfood nutrition to help with healthy, getting healthier, your reduced cravings, more energy. It's a quick, easy meal to blend and go, so one less meal you have to think about prepping for the week. And they just ordered on the phone with me. I opened up my fitness accountability group on Facebook, and I started to dial into the program with them and sharing my journey as I went. So one of the biggest things, I feel like my hair looks a little crazy. One of the biggest things that I highly recommend is you need to start posting on Facebook every single day. I know that a lot of people sign up and they're like, yeah, but I don't want to annoy people, or I don't normally post on Facebook and it's going to be weird if I just start to, do that. Don't care what other people think. Like, if they're going to want to work with you, then they're going to like your posts and they're going to be interested. And if not, then no big deal. Like, you don't have to have everybody love what you're doing. And the only way for people to truly pick up on what you're doing and that you're staying consistent and that you're serious is if you post and you share your journey. So, it doesn't have to be, and I'd rather, or not I'd rather, but it doesn't have to be like, oh my God, Beachbody, Shakeology, 21 Day Fix. You don't want it to be that way, is what I was saying, because then that comes off as salesy and people are like, oh my God, she was just trying to, sell me on stuff here. What I was doing was more so every time I prepped my meals for the week, I took pictures of it. If I made a new healthy recipe and it was so good, I would share it. Like, who wants the recipe? Post workout selfies in the morning, little video clips of me working out and being challenged. So sharing my journey in that way, but it wasn't always like, ooh, 21 Day Fix or P90X3 and buy Shakeology. But no, I would share like, oh, healthiest meal of the day. I love that I can blend and go. And if we don't put that out there and we don't start sharing our journey, people are not going to pick up. We have to know that every post we put out there, only about 10% of our Facebook friends even have the chance to see it, and that's if they're on at that time. So if I have 2,000 friends, only about 200 people could even have the chance of seeing the post, and then maybe probably not even those 200 people because they're not on or they miss it in the news feed or whatever. So the only way for people to really see what we're doing is if we're constantly throwing little seeds out there, because it's going to be more in the news feed and, more chances, more probability for them to actually see your post. The other thing too is if you start, if you put a post out there saying that, I need accountability too, so I'm going to be sharing my journey, you are going to stay more accountable. Like, that's why I did it, because I was like, I need them to know what I'm doing. And if I put it out there on social media, then they're going to be watching and expecting updated progress pictures, and it just made me really accountable. So if you yourself are a new coach and you also have fitness goals and you're struggling and you're slacking, I'm telling you right now, make a post and put it out there and say that you are going to share your journey, in hopes to stay accountable, in hopes to inspire other people, and share your progress updated pictures. It's gonna, if you know you have to share your updated pictures every week or every 2 weeks or once a month, you're gonna dial in harder yourself, because you're like, oh God, I'm gonna have to share my picture next week or next month, whatever. I know this works. I've done it, and I'm also going to be starting it again for when I start Hammer and Chisel in a couple weeks. I'm going to tell everybody again, listen, I'm putting it out there. I'm going to share every step of the way, my struggles, accomplishments, everything, little workout clips, and people are then going to pick up on what I'm doing. So the other thing too is I always try to post 7:30 in the morning, 12:30 in the afternoon, and then 7:30 at night. These are really good times to be posting because people are on at these times, early in the morning before they go to work, lunch break, and then, after dinner just hanging out at home or whatever. So a lot of top coaches say those are the best times to post, and I don't always dead on those times, but I try to do 3 times a day. And think about what you're interested in and make this not just health and fitness and Beachbody, but other things that are you. So like, me, sometimes I'll post silly videos, or I'll post interior design because I love interior design, or skincare tips, or so I try to do like one post a day that's motivational, one post a day that's a healthy recipe, and then I also, when I have my new groups coming up, I'll post an invite for my next challenge groups. But honestly, a lot of my inviting happens in one-on-one conversations. So I would start one-on-one conversations when I first became a coach, and this is how you do it. You go through your friends list, all of your people on Facebook, and you make a list of their names, and then once a day, like make a list, write their names on paper, and then every day go through maybe 10. Go to their Facebook page, see what's new on their wall, find something that you can mention when you go to reach out, like, hey, how have you been? It's been forever. I saw that, your daughter just had a birthday party. Oh my God, she's getting so big. And just wanted to reach out and see how you've been, like if it's somebody you haven't talked to in a while. And this is just the engagement and like the conversations and stuff that you guys will have to do to invite. So then of course the conversation just starts, and you can ask like, so what have you been up to, and they'll tell you, and then you can tell them what you've been up to. And what I did was say, oh, I've been really good, just working at the spa, and I also started Beachbody coaching because I had my own fitness goals, and it's been amazing. And then they'll normally be like, oh, that's so great. Or they'll say, oh my God, I need to do something. So either way, if they say, oh, that's so great, then you can be like, yeah, I actually have a fitness challenge starting in a couple weeks. Do you have any health and fitness goals you're working on? Or if they come out and say, oh, I need to do something, then you can be like, oh, okay, so what are you doing now? Do you have a fitness routine? What are your current goals, or what are you struggling with? You should join my next group. So these little conversations, just saying, hey, how are you, can easily lead into a conversation of inviting them to your next challenge. The other thing is, I highly recommend new coaches put out there a free challenge. So one of the big things is you have to build trust with people in order for them to want to work with you. And a lot of times people don't want to just jump right in and buy something, especially if your page isn't built up yet and you haven't been a coach for a while and there aren't a lot of like posts and stuff on health and fitness. You don't have that credibility built up for yourself. So when you first start off and you get going, you want to run a free group, because then it's free. So people love free. They don't have to invest into anything. And then when everybody joins, it could be a 5-day clean eating. So just very easy commitment to no junk food for the week. 5-day clean, or a 5-day water group. You could do where it's all focused on drinking more water and cleansing of the body. You could do a 5-day push-up group, a 5-day ab group, anything for free to help people. And then you quickly make the group on Facebook, add everybody in. So you could post something about, oh my God, I myself am not good with water intake, and I know it's so good for us. So I'm going to run a 5-day free water cleanse where we can start to improve our water drinking. Comment below and tag 2 friends to join. So always make sure when you run these free groups that you say tag 2 friends, because what this does is then they tag 2 friends, and normally you're not friends with these people yet, and then you can friend them because they were tagged on your post, so it's not weird if you friend these people you don't know, and then that's introducing your page to new people. And if you've run these free groups every single month and you always say tag 2 new friends, you're going to constantly introduce your page to new people. And that is how you build and connect and network market on social media, which is how I basically built my business. A lot of it is people that I meet online through referrals, or, when I share recipes and then their friends see it and they friend me, or, ads on my like pages. So it's going to be very hard to build your business and get people interested in working with you if you're not sharing your journey. You definitely have to start sharing your journey and dialing in yourself, because as people see your own results, they're going to want in. I'm just trying to think of any other tips that I can give you guys as you get started. I mean, to make this business really work, you do have to treat it as a business and not a hobby. It's very easy to make it a hobby because, of course, we don't have anybody to answer to. We don't have a boss. We don't have anyone telling us to show up every single day. But it's not going to work if we don't stay consistent every day and talk to new friends, add new friends, dial into our own goals. Working out, drinking Shakeology, sharing that, posting on social media. We have to do that. We have to stay consistent every single day and treat it like a business, or it's not going to be. Same thing with our fitness and health goals. If we want to lose weight and get toned, but we're not clean eating every day and we're not working out every day, we're not going to reach our goals. It's the same thing with a business opportunity. But I want you guys to know that, of course, I am here for you to help you and answer any questions that you have. So don't ever hesitate on reaching out to me, and I hope this video helped.